Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Oras, and I'm here with Dr. Sharon Rasa. We're here to share with you how we address environmental and dental health concerns. We use a process we've developed called MKS, or Multiple Kinetic Systems. I've known Sharon for over 8 years now, and during that time, I've always known her to be more than just a chiropractor. During those early years, she would share with me how she would address patients' physical ailments. The key, she felt, was seeing the patient as living in more than just a physical body. By taking into consideration the biochemical, structural, emotional, and even spiritual level, she felt that she would be able to get to the core issue. She would also share that patients sometimes wouldn't be able to get the health and balance that they were looking for because she was detecting an underlying dental burden, whether that burden be from heavy metals or an undetected dental infection. I'm here working with Dr. Rasa because I share her belief that we need to look past the physical.
Thank you, Jeff. I guess it was almost 10 years ago that I moved into this area, and one of the things that was most important to me was to find a dentist that shared my understanding about how the multiple levels needed to be addressed in order for health and healing to occur. Whether you were a chiropractor or a dentist or a naturopath, it really didn't matter. In my own care, finding a dentist that recognized that I was more than a root canal or I was more than an amalgam truly came home for me when I met Dr. Oras and learned about what he was doing in his practice. So I started with Jeff as a patient, and that's really the best way to get to know someone. So I can personally talk about how great it was when he said to me, "Gee, would you like a headset or some music or homeopathy before we start the care?" It wasn't just, he's certainly not just a drill him and
Fill him kind of dentist.
Yes, not at all. So our process has definitely evolved as we've evolved, and we're excited to be able to talk to you today about what our vision is for MKS.
I've been a dentist for over 20 years now, and what has led me to where I am today is that it is my belief that there are gaps in the field of dentistry. By gaps, I mean lack of transparency for the patients. You see, a patient can get the best quality of care, but if they don't understand the perspective of how it affects them and own that, then my feeling is that it's incomplete care. Traditional dentistry, the patient can find a dentist by looking in the Yellow Page ad or doing an internet search. They can choose a dentist based on the fit they feel they would have based on the services they provide. But it's my feeling that that's only a portion of what the patient should really know. It's the application and how those procedures are provided based on the goals of the patient and other factors. Dentistry is in a great place right now. We have a lot of new techniques, materials, procedures that have really improved the state of dentistry. All I'm saying is that it will all fall short if the patient doesn't understand and know how that will apply to them either now or in the future. I became interested in holistic care as a way of closing these gaps that I saw in traditional care, and certainly we're coming further in our progression in dental care because we're now looking at dental materials and how they're applied. But we need a broader range, as I said before, that we need to see more than just the physical. So we've adapted the work of Dr. Dietrich Klinghardt, who looks at health on 5 levels. And by incorporating this information into MKS, or Multiple Kinetic Systems, we've applied it so that we can really get to know your perspective and we can get to your core issues. This starts with our application for care. It's a process that allows us to get to know you, and we work with a patient care coordinator, Pat Garvey, who supports and guides you through this process. So it's this understanding that allows us to see your perspective and really to get your needs met. Thanks for talking, Bruce.